Okay, Pisces, what do we got? Well, for the challenge or focus, we have the Tower card. Yay, everybody loves the Tower, right? But it's in reverse. But the only thing about the Tower in reverse is that any lies or anyone misleading you, those lies or a facade may stay in place. Instead of the truth coming out, you know, someone may be trying very hard to kind of keep it together. But I mean, what's interesting to me is the runes that are coming up around this, which are all about shifts and changes, but a happy one, a very positive one. Joy, partnership, marriage, a relationship. So I feel like for those of you that are single, this is a very specific message that I'm getting, especially for those of you Pisces that are single and have been looking but maybe have not been as serious about it. There's a big shift or change happening in July, and it's going to come as quite a surprise. And I feel like that's why the Tower is here, because you may be kind of like, okay, I don't want to, this seems exciting. I really like this person. They seem to really like me. I'm afraid I'm going to F it up. Or I don't want to do anything to mess this up because this seems pretty sweet. You know, or this seems too good to be true. And I don't want to rock the boat or shake the tower or, you know, say anything that's going to cause this person to. So there may be something about yourself, Pisces, because you tend to be, you know, I'm not going to lie, a bit eccentric. That's what I love about you. And Aquarius, you do tend to march to the beat of your own drummer. You have your own little quirks, but you're very creative, artistic type. So, you know, you don't do things in the way other people normally do. That's what's fantastic about Pisceans. So, but there may be something about your life that you're like, oh, I don't know if I should tell them this. It might scare them away. There's some kind of like early facade you're keeping on. And, you know, we all do that. You know, when you first meet someone, we're putting our best foot forward. So it's not like you are trying to deceive someone. You're going to tell them about, you know, all of your quirks. But the thing is, Pisces, with the runes that are on the table, I feel like this person is, those quirks about you are the things they are going to love the most. And that's how you know that it's the right person. Those things you're afraid to share or talk about, those are the things about you they admire the most or love about you the most. That's how you know you're with the right soul. You found a soulmate and you are with, you know, they don't jump ship at the first sign of, you know, trouble or the first sign of storm. You know, they're in it for the long haul. So now for many of you, I do feel like transit, travel has something to do with this. Moving, any kind of shift or change, but particularly involving actual, like, yeah, in your car, you know, you are traveling somewhere and this is where you meet this person. And you just kind of hit it off immediately because you enjoy a lot of the same things. You find out that you are, you know, you both like a lot of the same stuff. You're interested and into a lot of the same things. You enjoy going to the same places. There's something about a location that you have in common as well. So maybe you meet this person while you're traveling, just as an example, and find out that they're from your hometown, or, you know, they vacation at the same spot that you and your family always used to go to, or there's something about a location that not many people, I mean, you know, it may be popular, but it's not one that maybe, you know, everybody would immediately talk about. And that's how you kind of are like, that's interesting. This seems meant to be. There's a lot of, you're going to be getting a lot of signs, messages that this is the right person for me. And I'm getting goosebumps. This is pretty exciting. So those of you that are single, I feel like you're going to be like, okay, the wait was worth it. This person's pretty cool. Like, this is the coolest person I've met in a long time. So good for you. I'm excited to be able to tell you that. Now, for those of you that are coupled, I feel like this is you planning something, but not telling people. And this could be big news, you know. So you may be hiding that you are engaged or getting married. Some of you may have gotten married and you're not telling anybody. You're keeping it a secret. You're keeping it to yourself because it's a big deal. It's big news. It's going to cause a big shakeup and you're keeping it to yourself. This came up for Cancer too, but some of you may be purchasing a trip for your partner or planning some sort of big thing for your partner, and you're keeping it a secret. And it seems to involve travel. Some of you are moving in July. And you're going to be very excited about that. The only drawback I see with the Tower reversed in that situation is that there may be something that the inspector missed with the house that doesn't come out until July, or maybe even after July. But even then, I feel like you're so happy with this place, it's not going to be that big of a deal. So I don't feel like it's a serious thing, but it may just be like one of those things. Well, it would have been nice to know that. It would have been nice had someone, told us that. Now, in some cases, it could be something that, wasn't broken until you move in. And of course, welcome to your new house, that sort of thing. And immediately you have to get something taken care of here. Some of you are going on a trip. You're traveling. You are with a partner or a love interest. And if you're not traveling with a partner or a love interest and you're single, you could very well, like we were talking about, meet someone while traveling. And you've got another rune of travel. So yeah, changing jobs, moving house, travel are all highlighted in July. Now we also have Queen of Pentacles here in the reverse. So Queen of Pentacles is normally associated with earth sign energy, so Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Now in the reverse, she could be somebody that you feel is, being possessive over you, jealous over you. Now, for you Pisces guys, now she doesn't have to be a woman. She is presenting as a woman, but as I always say in these general readings, all of the court cards can be male or female since I'm talking to so many people. But just as an example, if we go ahead and take her as a queen, she could be somebody who's being possessive over you, so this could be a family member who's, not wanting you, maybe you have to break plans with her to spend time with this new person in your life, and she's not cool about that. Or she's feeling really kind of left out, or and wanting to reconnect with you, and jealous that you're spending time with someone new, especially if you break plans with this person. So if this is someone important to you, you're not going to want to break plans with her if she's a friend or a family member. Now for you ladies, this could also be, a female friend, and she's like, oh, you get a boyfriend, or you start seeing someone, suddenly I'm kicked to the curb. And, she may not take too kindly about that. For others of you, this could be someone who's just causing you to have to tighten your belt financially. Maybe you feel like this is somebody who's cheap. It's like, oh my God, we're planning this trip, but you don't want to spend any money, or, you don't want to, we're not going to be able to go if you don't loosen your financial belt here a little bit. It's going to cost us some money. This is almost like someone who's like, let's drive there instead of fly because we can save money. And you're like, oh my God, that's like a 12-hour trip or something. If you're here in the States or Canada or one of those big countries where, you can fly in, an hour and a half, and this person wants to drive, and you're like, oh my God, let's wait until you have the money. And this could just be a friend that drops out of a vacation, drops out of a trip because they don't have the cash, or they feel like, there's too much going on. They're not going to be able to afford it at this time. But I feel like if it was just going to be you and this person, if this is a friend that can't go on a trip with you, Pisces, go ahead and go alone. Go ahead and go alone because it's going to be a really sweet trip. But yeah, this is a jealous woman. Now, for some of you, yeah, this could be on the other side. Maybe you've got, this new person in your life, and this is a friend of theirs that you end up meeting, or someone, is jealous that you're getting this person's attention. There's something going on with jealousy and possession that seems to be connected to this new person in your life, the start of this relationship even. It could be the vibe going on around you while you're traveling, while you're talking with someone. That's okay. Just be patient. That's what need is here. Just saying be patient with this person. And I think you're going to be in such a good mood. It's going to be pretty easy for you to kind of let things slide. You know, and I'm seeing this person being subtle about it. I'm not seeing it be like an outright thing. But it's an interesting thing that Cancer also got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So I find that interesting. So yeah, just be patient with this person. And somebody may just keep changing their plans about whether they're going on a trip, what's happening, are we going to be able to do this? They may be harder to reach because they're traveling or moving, or, you know, something's going on with them. Now, the help that's going to be available to you, you have the Hangman, but in the reverse. So, and Esau. So anything that's been frozen or stagnant is going to start to move forward in July, which makes a lot of sense. We've had a lot of retrograde planets. And with July, especially Mars is moving forward in July. And Mars is the planet of energy. It's really, really hard to get anything going in any area of life when Mars is in reverse. So you're going to find that anything that's been slow, if business has been slow, options for relationships have been slow. Anything has been kind of, frozen in time or just really kind of stopped at a standstill. All that stuff's going to be moving forward. Okay. And you may even feel like, oh my God, there's so much moving forward. Like there's a lot going on. And I didn't expect, I shouldn't have prayed for that forward movement because now it's all happening at once, but it's okay. Don't feel like you shouldn't have asked for it. It's just, it's feast or famine mentality. Nothing going on or everything going on, all areas of life. But what must be accepted about the month of July is 10 of Cups, celebration, partying, coming together with your loved ones. Somebody may be getting married. Maybe you're traveling because of a wedding, traveling to celebrate something with someone. And the sun rune, Solu, is here as well. So positive developments, brightness coming back. You're going to be enjoying summertime, even if you don't normally enjoy summertime. Maybe it's too hot. Some people don't, and just like, God, it's too hot. I can't even go out and breathe. You're going to be enjoying it, having a good time, going to events, going to parties, going to concerts, being very social, spending time with people that are very close to you, that you feel close to, and enjoying their company and someone new in particular who may be helping you enjoy it all the more. Now we also have another person here on the table. We have a knave of rods, which is also the equivalent of the pages in other decks. So this is fire sign energy. Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries could be a child. If he's not a child, he or she, because again, I try not to pick one gender or the other when talking to so many people, either or. A child or a childlike energy, an adult behaving immaturely. He comes up a lot for you, Pisces, and it's not surprising to me because you can't really get more opposite than water and fire. Sometimes earth, but you have more in common with earth than you may believe. They're technically your opposite, but you still have a baseline of common interests, common views with earth signs. With fire, you're very, very different. Your entire approach to life is different. And water signs will also sometimes come up in fire signs readings as, oh my God, I do not understand this person. I just don't get them. You don't understand each other. You can, but it takes a lot more work. Let's put it that way. It just takes a lot more work and effort to understand fire sign energy for water signs. But there's something coming up around this person who has been behaving immaturely, where maybe they are coming around as well. And I feel like for many of you, this is hidden from view right now, or there's been some kind of mystery or a lot of information you didn't have about this person and their situation. And I feel like it's going to work different ways for a lot of you. Some of you are like, well, hopefully this person is growing up, and then they come back in and you realize they're exactly the same immature person that they were before. But for others of you, maybe they have grown up and are now, the boy has become a man. The child has become an adult. The girl has become a woman. There's a real tenacity and a determination from this person now. And hopefully it's not, determination to continue to go in a childish direction or to make, poor decisions. Hopefully it is a victory of sorts. But that's what this rune talks about. Tyr is about, I'm going to achieve a victory in this situation no matter what. And that can be good and that can be bad. It depends on what direction you're going in. If you're going in a direction that's detrimental, which it appears this person had been at least, or has been, nothing's going to stop you till you hit rock bottom, basically, or until you really kind of get yourself into a hole that you can't get out of. But if it's a good way, if it's someone who's turning around their situation, this could be a victory for you if this is someone you care about and finally seeing them turn something around. So yeah, I think we're still working through that energy, Pisces, but I really don't think you're going to let it get you down. You're just happy to see things finally coming out of this stagnant phase. Another thing you're going to realize, though, as soon as July, is that anything that was stagnant has been that way for a reason. But yeah, you may not see that until July. There's always... We need time to reassess, even though we feel like we'd rather, sometimes just have things thrown at us. But at the same time, if change is thrust on us, we freak out. So we always kind of need those timeouts, even though we don't tend to like them when things are feeling kind of stuck. It's really a time to reassess, reevaluate, make sure that we're wanting to go in the direction we're going, or that we're wanting to take the actions we're contemplating taking. Those sorts of things. So you're going to see in July a lot of things moving forward, and hopefully you took the time out to reassess, and you can tweak anything that needs it. You can go in a different direction or try to steer something a different way if it hasn't been working, or if it seemed to be heading in a direction you don't want to end up at anymore. So that's what I'm seeing, Pisces. All in all, a very positive, joyous month. Definitely let me know if you meet someone in July, particularly while traveling. And I feel like someone watching is going to the Olympics. I'm seeing javelins. If you're traveling to the Olympics, you're going to meet someone who's quite interesting to you. And it may be someone from a foreign country. Wouldn't be surprising, of course, at the Olympics. Yeah, if anybody's watching this, you're going to the Olympics, please post up. You don't have to put your real name. You can sign up for an account with a, fake name and just let me know. I'd really love some confirmation on who's going to be watching, especially the javelin stuff.